Sorry for the delay. Let's take a look where we are and look if there is some people there. Not let it wait until some will show up. Take a look where we are and look if there is some people there. So not let it wait until some will show up. Take a look where we are and look if there is some people there. So not let it wait. Just want to until some will show up a little bit. What is this going on? So I just want to lower the level so that you don't have oh, hi. If there is somewhere you can write in the chat if you have questions. So Absalom. Welcome, my friend. This stream is in English. Sorry for the the stream is in English. How are you, my friend? So there is two people. I don't know who is the second. The second one. I don't know who's the second one. That's why my friend is there. Salam is there. Welcome. Hi, everybody. I see there is two. At the moment, there is two. Just wait a little bit. After a little bit, I just will start in a few seconds. So the first thing, I just want to lower the level so that we don't have, as I said, it's a black background, and so I'm working on something. I was working on something. I already did a live stream about not really about the project, but talking a little bit about some kind of. It was a little bit an overview on the process of filmmaking and the things that I've learned because where I come from, my background is in VFX and doing some effect and dynamic, and so then I jumped to in Unreal to do the kind of trying to do the filmmaking, film story, just to jump into the narration side of things. Using the Unreal, the new version is very exciting and very promising. There is many things that have changed since the version 4.7, I think, 47, and many things have become easy to manage. One of them is Lumen and the Nanite and all this kind of beautiful things that make our life easier. So. And that's why we jumped again and we come back after a long time, because they didn't touch it for a long time. Unreal Engine was very for me was very the learning curve was very stiff, so I didn't understand really. Even my background is in Houdini, and all the people have a little bit fear from the software. But anyway, in Unreal the things are not logic, you know. Like for example, if you try to when you navigate, this is very really horror navigating, and the thing still until now they didn't change too much in the navigation side of things. But you know, that was the simple thing that we worry about. So the thing that changed and that I like more is, of course, the don't have to bake any texture or make the light static and bake it to the texture so that we can, but we get everything in real time. So the global illumination with the ease of Lumen make the things also very very easy. Lighting in Unreal, and I think that's why the people are coming back from many disciplines. So also use use it in professional environment, like they did in the Mandalorian, and many things that I saw on the Epic website. If you go there, there is many talk about many many uses of Unreal in every branches, in every discipline. It's like motion graphic and virtual production and many other things also. So it just start today. Just talk about. I started talking about sequence and doing, but I didn't talk about the animation and bringing some character and the things that really make the. It's very a little bit to understand. It's a little bit tricky, but there's some kind of things that we have to be aware before we jump into this using character and using animation. And I want to talk about some kind of things that I learned on the way. So I just want to open. There is too many. I'm not, this the things that were missing on my computer though. I forget sometimes where I put the level. So there is one under the sound. And by the way, all the things that I purchase in the marketplace or find somewhere on the internet, and some assets are from the Sketchfab. So some are, as I said, from the marketplace, and some that I purchase also. But many things that we see here is some are very free, like the character Paragon. The Paragon character are very are free on the marketplace, and so just use them to practice and practice animation. So where I am, before you load any sequencer things, you have to load a level. So I have two in the drywall thing here. In the drywall, I have one level here, and we jump to another one after when I. So let it a little bit loading. What I and let me show you again what I'm working on the last time. I'm working on. What is the level? So if you press the G key, you get rid of the game modus. So let me load the sequencer. I think I talked about the sequencer and how you use it to edit your shot, kind of. Premiere Pro thing, you import your layer in there, and this is what the sequencer, the master sequencer did in this case. So we talked about this. So using one camera and many shots. So in every shot has a camera. When you dig inside, you can see there is a camera, and there is the things that I play with, and everything is we live in the level of in any shot you do. I make it kind of spawn, and I talked about a spawn and about the you can use it as spawn or processable. I talked about the difference because I just want to that the character maybe or the light or something like this exists only in this level, so we don't get disturb maybe in another shot. Maybe if you put some light in this view, in this perspective, and when you jump to the maybe if I come back, if I jump to another shot, like for example this one, where the character is a little bit, the camera is a little bit, or the lens is a little bit wider. So I don't want I want to get another kind of lighting on the character or on the props or something like this. So I don't want the light that I did for the closure shot, or for example. The light I did for the closure shot, I don't want them from in the, like for example in this shot. So I don't want some light in this in this situation. So I put them spawn so that it exists only in the level or in the shot that I'm working on. So This is the difference between the spawned and the possessable. This is very helpful to that you have this option inside Unreal, also inside the sequencer. And as I said in last, so the sequencer is, you can put anything you want, even the post process. The post process is generally the post process is something you put at the end. It's just like a layer in Photoshop, which is above all the layer, which make the for example, the the post effect, like a bloom and exposure, camera, lens, and lens flare and this kind of things, and you put them for all the you want them to affect all the layer, all the shot and everything in the scene. But sometimes you want to use something. For example, if the bloom is in one shot good and then another one is not good, so you can put the post process. You can put it in the sequencer, and then you can call anything you want. You can talk with any parameter you want. It's like lens blue. So if in this case, if the method is not the method, the intensity, maybe sometimes you want to play with the intensity. So in some shot you want the bloom to be visible to the aggressive, and in some shot not. So you have the choice to manipulate this parameter here inside the sequencer and exactly in this shot specifically. So you can go to the setting and look for the bloom and lens bloom, and then we have the intensity there, and you can put keyframe and key. It's very interesting, very cool. So this is one advantage of that the sequencer offer you. So you can use it. You want to address things like, as I said, like bloom or exposure or anything you want. So anyway, the other things that I don't know if I talked about it, but the many people don't know how to trigger the event in the blueprint event in the sequencer. Also the same things, you just put the blueprint inside and just use it will give you the option to choose anything that are existing in the blueprint. So you can see, if you just take for example the for example this one. I don't know if it's blueprint. It's not a blueprint, but anything you want, blueprint or post-process volume or even Niagara. So Niagara have something very Niagara, or the Niagara effect behaves in another fashion. So let me show you how to trigger things in Niagara first. So we go to I have some effect, like for example in this shot where I think this is inside this one here, and you can see that I think I put it in the new because I attach it. No, the exit outside. Sorry, it is somewhere here. Niagara. It is the gun I fix. I think, yeah, this one. So for the Niagara, you just want to. You bring the effect that exists here, and I can see the Niagara shotgun muzzle. You can put it in the sequence, and after that you just call the Niagara component. So now, and in the Niagara component you have the choice to use anything you want. Or like for example, many things, but the very important one is this one. Let me see. I think I put it inside. It's a system life cycle. It's a system life cycle. And this one just is like a layer. You can adjust it. You can do anything you want with it. So you can put it anywhere you want. You just like in this case, for example, you just sit right under where I want it. And I can trim it, in the size I want, the duration I want. Sorry, and then we can tell it to, use tick delta time. Tick delta time is kind of the inner clock in Unreal Engine. It's just like it's a delta time, and I know it from Houdini, something like subsequence, subframe, and something like this. So it's just calculated in seconds. So, but sometimes you want a desired edge, so you want to live in a certain edge and then die after that. So this is what we call the lifespan. Something like in 3D we call it lifespan. So it's called here desired edge. And the desired edge no seek, this one will give you, because if you put desired edge it will change in everything, because it's relying on a method of kind of how to say it, it will generate a random time every time you every time you call it. So it will generate a random seed. So a random seed, it means it's not the same every time. And if you choose desired edge no seek, that means there is no, it will generate the same thing you choose the first place. So you don't cycle between the random value. So it will give you the same things every time you trigger it. Every time the engine trigger it. This is very important. So this is what you have to know about the Niagara and system. The other one, as I said, is the trigger. So for the trigger, I think when I have to open something else, but anyway, I use in another project. Let me see if I can if we can code it quickly, because I want to show you this. Also, very. I'm working on this one. It's in French. There is too much project to try, and but me and my friend are going to put this one to the end, to the drywall. The one I'm working on is just practicing, some other things, some other kind of a trouble that they found, and just I believe on the people who say learning by doing, and it's true. You learn by practicing. So this is another project. Let me see if I can. Let me first okay. As always, you have to open a level, and this one is easy. There is nothing, not too much going on in the living room inside. And then I call the sequencer. So I just want to show you something. Yeah, loading. Yeah, this is the. As I said, this is the project I'm working on. So I want to open the sequencer between the short one, only the short one, and they put some camera. So this one I triggered for example, the blueprint that exists here on the television. So the television will start, and the way how I trigger it is if you go there, I put it inside the TV BP as blueprint, and inside I put a keyframe, and if you right click and go to the property, and you can see it, I call it the TV BP event, and this one is sorry, not this one. Let me again open it, property. Yeah, this one is the TV the just calling BP. Just want to show it. It's the triggering, the play the movie on the certain frame that I choose. Where I put the keyframe, it will start the television. So on this one I just use the event and trigger. Okay, and put the keyframe, right click, and choose anything you want from the. You can choose. You can choose to use. Event that are exist, or you can create a new one by create new endpoint, and you can trigger anything you want in this blueprint. So in this case, if I put the and if I go a little bit down and hit play, and you can see first I have to put it in game mode, and as soon as I hit this keyframe, the television will start. So you can see there is a television. in the times is off, and now it's going on. Now the media player is playing the clip I choose, and in this kind, and this is how you do it with the blueprint and kind of things, Uh, Also, something I want to show you also is, some have some very weak or not very high computer. You can put the scalability to the low, medium, or high, or just work on the unlit mode, and after you can, when you are finished, you choose to to put the lit mode, or even just to look at it, and after in the render queue, it will automatically use the lit modus. So doesn't matter. But the thing that I always shut up is the disable real time override. So the disable real time override, I just want to make my graphic card a little bit pause, because I don't, when I walk on the camera movement, on say when I scrub, it's working like for example, the characters. You can see the video, the playback is working. I'm not on the disable, and you can see that the play, when I scrub, when I stop, the playback is playing. But in some kind of, let me show you this in the other one, also this one. For example, if I put the real time off and I play, you can see that the character sometimes it moves, sometimes no, I don't know, you know and sometimes not, especially in the Niagara effect and this kind of thing. So you can choose to disable the real time, so that the graphic card don't have to render or the calculator, to work for nothing. We don't need it, and I will just use it after, when I finish. But I want to see something in real time, so I trigger it. But it will be triggered automatically when I scrub inside the. This is what I saw. You can see there is an effect there. For example, you can see the character is not moving in this case. Normally it's moving, but because I disabled the real time, it doesn't work. But I'm not talking about this character. I'm not talking about this one. So you can see this not moving. But if I enable the real time, you can see as soon as I. Oh, sorry, not real time. I have to play it, because it's kind of the blueprint. You can see the character is now playing, because I am on the game modus now. It's playing. This is what I'm talking about. You can see the camera and everything. Sometimes I saw when I scrub, when I play, I don't see the character. This camera are looking to the VCam, so I'm talking about VCam in the next shot. So don't know why I have a VCam selected. The VCam actor is just a way of using your phone as a virtual camera, so that you can move it like a real camera. So you can say, we're gonna talk about it in the next stream. This is this is kind of tips and tricks, how to walk in without killing your computer spec, without having the very high computer spec. So you can disable first the real time. Sometimes you enable it to see some effect, especially Niagara effect and so. And sometimes, and very important is scalability, so you can put it on the medium low. Beware, but when you put it to the low medium, some shader will look weird, and you have to take this in account, so you don't panic. Say, what's happened to my character, to my shader, or is the lighting broken or something like this? But it's just when you choose the medium and low, and the engine will kind of do some proxy, or what is the word? There was a word in DES. It will decimate. It will decimate the geometry and decimate also the shader, so that it will it take the minimum, so minimum to calculate, and this way you will see very, very weird artifact and very strange lighting also. Let us try. So just for the sake, so you can see the lighting is broken as soon as I put it to low, the lighting. So you can't rely on this. If you are doing some lighting, it doesn't make sense. You let it to scalability to low. So you have to put it minimum to high, something like this. You can see that the light is a little bit different from when I put it to the cinematic. In the cinematic, I will see the depth of field and I think also the fog and the thing. So be aware when you put it in low, the lighting is broken, so you can work on your character animation or something like this, or on the camera movement or something like this. And even you go to the unlit and work there for the camera movement, you can see it's doesn't take any too much calculation. And after you're done, when you're doing some lighting or some look depth, so you have to switch to minimum height or epic. So don't let it in auto because it doesn't make any sense. So this is kind of things that you have to be aware, because the first time I was looking to what's happened to the it drive me crazy because I didn't know what's happened. So there's a scalability, and also the as I said, the real time. Sometimes I forget to put it in the time. It doesn't work only if you start the engine, so it will enable the real time. And of course, also when you finish and you go and you want to render your scene, it's a good idea to just put it in the unlit and in the low, and then you hit the because here it will automatically choose the lit mode and cinematic. And I think it will say it in the movie Capture Legacy. It means not in the render queue, but in this one I think it will say that he will use the cinematic engine scalability, as you can see here, cinematic engine scalability and cinematic mode, of course. And in this way, you don't have to deal with this whole the setting here. So you just put it in unlit, work on your things, and when you finish, you can render it, and life will be good. Okay. What I want to talk also. Yeah, about characters. So really, character and FPX. I didn't know that I could bring also GLTF. So if I have some GLTF model, let me see. If you want to bring some GLTF model, let me try. I didn't know that it's working, because sometimes when you bring let me see. When you bring an FPX, it will the material sometimes tend to break, and I don't want to redo all the all the shading and sometimes you just want to test it, and it makes the things very weird, and they didn't know that I couldn't bring some GLTF directly from the as you can see. But sometimes this is what you get when you bring the GLTF. I said, well, sometimes it works and sometimes no. Here it doesn't work because it brings all the part are broken in part. You can join them in any software. I tend to use Blender, so I tend to use Blender to join the things. Let me see if I can show you this. I'm opening Blender, so you can use Blender to join the things. I don't know if you let me see if you use Blender or something other kind of software. So let me import GLTF. What is it? GLTF, and so that we can get directly to the GL. So you have your character here. This is by the way the Sketchfab character that so this is my character there. If you go to it has texture, and I think you have texture. If I go to do I have texture? No, I don't have texture. What the heck? Let me bring some HDRI. Well, there is no HDRI. I don't have HDRI. I have HDRI, something, just to see. Yeah, I have some I don't know. Anyway, this character I can join it. You select anything, and go to the select all like this, and after object and to join, and then I export it. I don't export. So again, export GLTF. And normally I have to use I don't know, the Blender 4. Normally I have three GLTF GLTF separated and GLTF and this one is a GLB, and I want to use this one GLTF separated, and then I give him some kind of somewhere, maybe let me see if I can put it somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, this one I just want to use robot model, yeah, and untitled export. So I think exported. Yeah, exported. Give it a little time, and then we bring it. We can close the Blender. We don't need it. So I come back here, and I want to delete everything I see here. Yeah, delete, and I will make another folder to just call it delete, so that I can delete it after. And then here I can bring my new GLTF model, which is joined, and you can see now I have it joined here. You can see. I have it here joined, and with all the texture that without problem. So this is one thing here. I didn't know that. I was thinking I can only bring FBX file, but GLTF also will support it if the things the part are separated. You know how to do it. You just join them combine them in Maya, join them in Blender, as you saw. And the other things is also the animation. There is cool things, when you bring any you can see that. If I can show you this one, there is this all the animation they saw there from these two protagonists are from the Move One. The Move One is some of the optic motion capture facility that the Move One Studio gave you, so you can record with your phone. There is two kind of I don't know if I can put this for you there. I don't know if you know about it. I think you know. So let me show you the Move One AE, and this is the facility I tried. There is there is there is the one using single camera, or there is one also using the multi-camera, which is a little bit expensive too, because the pricing is very weird. You just have to contact them, and look for the pricing. But I think they are working on the pricing and doing some kind of changes. That's why they don't. But anyway, you can the other one, the single camera one, is very very interesting. So you just have to use one phone, and they are working also on Android. So I think in 2024 it will be. But you can see this is all this movement, also the motion capture is done only using one phone and using no suite is required. So you just record your video, and it will process them on the cloud, and you can bring them on the animation, and you can retarget the thing. This is what I want to talk about it. I have this animation, as you can see. No, this is not this one. This is the camera. I just want to see this one. You can see the move one, stand relaxed, and all this character. And when I bring them, I can you can bake the if you bring an animation, something like this, you can not putting a keyframe, but sorry, just want to select the key. You can when you bring a camera, you can go to the plus there, and you can right mouse and back to control rig, as you can see here. And after you back it, you have the ability to change the animation, not really change the animation, but add to the animation like you want, by using what we call in the animation inside. If you press on the right mouse button, and you can add what we call the let me see. You have to bake it, because I can't do it like this. Yeah, you have to let me bake the to the rig first. Bake animation, bake to control rig. Okay, and this is yeah. It will create. So it will create the control rig for this. As you can see, now I have the CR mannequin. You can see that I have some key here. And when you have the key, you can press the first and use another layer, additive, and in there you can see it. You can move it anywhere you want, and the additive is again, yeah. In this case, I don't see the rig, but I don't know why. Let me see what's happened. Is this the? Yeah, this is this one. Oh no, I don't see the rig. And I want to show you this in another. But anyway, you can know if you have the body. Everything here is. Everything you see here is the. I think this is the renew. Yeah. Everything you see here about the skeleton, the bones, and you can manipulate anything you want there, but don't touch of course, not this layer, but the layer that you did inside this one in the additive, and from there you can choose. There is a selection. Yeah, you can choose anything you want. I don't know why I don't see it. Just have to sometimes, because I bake it to the wrong. Yeah, you can see all this movement you do. For example, if we can select the head, the head. I don't know. Normally I can select it. You can look for it here. Head. Yeah, control head. No, this is not the control head. The head control, head control. Not. You can see. You can know I am on the additive, and you can keyframe this if you want that it turned. For example, you can put the auto key here. For example, create. This is the auto key. Yeah, this auto key, and you can, if it's moving like this, you want to put some key, for example, automatic. Anyway, it's a very interesting way to add animation to the existing, and sometimes so you want to correct some animation, and you do it, of course, if there is two way how you can change the animation. This is not destructive. When the layer is gone, then the animation it will not be backed in any way. It's just a layer that you can delete it or move it any way you want. Like an additive layer. But there is also, I don't recommend it, because it will affect all the skeleton, the original one, just like the instance material and the original material, the master material and the instance. So you don't want to mess with the master material. You just always use the instance, so that we don't break the master. And this is the same things happened here. We just don't want to touch the original animation or the mockup that you bring here. So I have them stored here. For example, if can see there is it will open it in some window here, and always it is on lit, but I don't see lit. It's wait, it's a scalability. Let me see mid cinematic because I have a good graphic card, so no problem. Anyway, you can see the animation in there. You can also change the things. If you there is a key here, and there is some track in. You can see I have tracks, and you can add some tracks, anything you want, attribute anything. So you just I don't recommend this. It's just I use this just to correct the when I bring anything here, I just use it to correct the things. For example, if I can now, because I am on the animation, on the skeleton itself, when you bring the animation, you can see some kind of weird things happen, and sometimes you want to. I forgot how to do it. I wait a moment. Track, set notify track. No, this is the same. And track, remove notify. I don't want this. Let me see if I don't know why I can select the object. What's going on? So now I have something selected here. For example, you want to correct the many problem happened in the finger because there is no tracking for the finger. I don't, it's very hard to. You can choose any. You can look here for the thumb, for example. You can see the thumb, and I can play with the change anything you want. You press F. You can zoom or frame, and you can see here, and you can now move the things, and you can key here, and after I move it a little bit, I want him to a little bit the fingers on, then key, blah blah blah, and so you have it in the animation itself. Now this is the one district. It's not really districted, but it affects all the animation. Even if you bring it to in sequencer, it will always play like you did it here. The change you can. If you want to change something, you have to come back here and change it and go back to sequencer. It doesn't make any sense. It's a better way is to use the additive layer so that you can make the change live. And this is the benefit of using Unreal, because we want to see everything in real time. we don't want to go outside and wait for the result. We just want to make it in real time so that we can work quickly, especially for lighting and something like this. We just want to. So you can bring what I want talking about. Okay, this is for the animation. Yeah, there's many things to talk about, targeting and everything, But I want to show you something very, very easy. Also, I learned with the time. And when you bring any skeleton that is compatible. I mean compatible. Sometimes there is if you go to the marketplace, and many of the mocap or anything you see in animation, you see in character, you see in for example, if I click on anyone, you can see there is if it told you if there is if it's a rigged or not, and you can see if this is a character. Don't know if it's a character or not. Yeah, all humanoid character are using the UE4 default skeleton. This means that you don't have to target anything you bring from you find something that is compatible with UE4, and UE4 and UE5 are compatible skeleton anyway. So when you bring anything, any character here, and you want to retarget it one time, and the skeleton have, for example, if I tend to use the actor core QRig. This software, very interesting software. Let me show you. We want to bring some character that is very important. I have a video on my channel here. You can look at it if you want. I show you how to use rig. Yeah, I want to bring some character. So. I will let me see if I have let me see. so I don't have to make it from scratch. Yeah, yeah, this one. So I'm talking about retargeting. It's better to look at it in here inside. So this is the Accu rig, as I told you. You can bring any skeleton you want, any character, and then do the rigging, just like the it's sophisticated one. It's just like the one from Mixamo, but this one is a little bit advanced. No, not really advanced. It's let you do more. You had more control than the automatic rigging process that you found on the Mixamo website. So this one let you choose the bones, choose even when you can separate it with the symmetry, no symmetry. There is a little bit advanced, and you can rig also the finger and so on. So after you rig it, I just when I finish, this is the rig, I finish it, and now when I export it, I can export it in the UE4 format on Unreal Engine, and this will makes my life easier because I don't have to retarget it anyway, because I'm going to use the mocap that are compatible with the UE4 and UE5. So in this case, I can spare some time doing retargeting, and let me see. Here you can see you can choose between 3ds Max and Unreal, and you can see here I can export it automatically to Unreal. This one will take into account as I said, the skeleton from Unreal, therefore the UE4, UE5 skeleton mannequin, and so that will make, as I said, make my life easier. No, if you bring one character, and you bring all the for example, for the mockup that not the MCU, yeah, for the mockup, for example, this animation that I have here, all this conversation and all I can retarget them, or better, I don't want to retarget them. I just want to make them compatible, and this is very easy to do in Unreal 5. I show you how to do it. So let me close this. Why I have animation? You can see this when you choose to. What is the? Yeah, I am in animation mode, so I have to go to the selection mode. If I take any character I have here, and I know that this character I have. Let me see the. I go to the hero Drango. This is the name of the Paragon character, and then mesh, and then I see that I have some skeleton here. As you can see, the skeleton is I know that the Paragon I have the UE4 skeleton. Therefore, if you bring any mesh, you can see you can click inside, and yeah, any mesh. If you go to the skeleton in the bones, here in the skeleton tab, you can go to the two windows and choose asset data. In the asset data, you can choose then to make it compatible with any skeleton you have in your senior content browser. So you can use between any skeleton that all this one are existing in my content I bring in my project here. So you can choose any one from there, and therefore you can use any of the in this case we use we make it in backwards. You have to let me close this one. You have to go to the animation that you have, for example, conversation, root motion. So this one is the animation. You can see there is animation. I want to make this animation compatible with my dongle, so I have to go to the mesh here, and Windows asset data, and then I go to the dongle directly or make it to UE4, UE5, or directly choose the skeleton, the character I have here, Django skeleton, And now the Django skeleton have this animation available to, if you want to, so you can save and go outside. And now if I go to the Django, this is this one. So if I can click it, I will know where it is. Skeleton mesh, skeleton scavenger. I think this is this one. And now if I go to the animation, preview animation, I have this what is called conversation. Conversation. You see the convoy. I think this is this one. Convoy. Yeah, this is this one. It's not compatible. You don't have to retarget anything. Anyway, retargeting, I know it's work. It's you can find the video on my webpage, so talking about retargeting, using move one retargeting, and all these kind of things. If you have interest in this, and you can see there is it is retargeted, and everything is working like a champ. So other things I want to talk, or maybe I have 1 hour. No, yeah, 1 hour. I think I will pause here because I just want to make it 1 hour. 1 hour. So we come back in the next week or something like this. Maybe in 2-3 days. I'm going to talk about the other, other subject. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and to be there. The stream will be available anyway on my side after I finish the stream. So if you want to watch it again, thank you for listening to me, and see you in the next stream. Ciao.